What's up, Yield Hunters? Welcome back to Crypto Yield Pro, where we turn your DeFi knowledge into financial freedom. In today's video, I'm breaking down the top 5 DeFi crypto projects to invest in right now. These are my top picks for 2025. I will cover what each project does, show you the charts, and reveal my price targets. First up, Uniswap, the OG decentralized exchange on Ethereum. Uniswap revolutionized DeFi by enabling peer-to-peer trading with automated market makers. Uniswap has a market cap of $11 billion, fully diluted value of $18 billion, and a TVL of $5 billion. Uniswap has a market cap TVL ratio of 2.12. That's a good ratio, as the higher number indicates that the asset's valuation is high relative to the value locked. So Uniswap is used for decentralized trading and liquidity pools. I like Uniswap because with Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions like Aerodrome, Optimism, Polygon, Base, Uniswap is set to dominate. And they are about to launch the Uniswap V4 that I am sure that is packed with a lot of innovations. So as we can see right now, Uniswap has just broke a resistance. If we see here, we had a support for Uniswap here in the last bull market that as soon as we broke out, Uniswap made it bottom at $3.50. And since then, we passed through an accumulation phase and now we broke out this resistance. And if we take a Fibonacci from the top, from the last top to the bottom, we'll see that the main first target for Uniswap is $73. But if we have the revenue sharing approved by Uniswap DAO and the loss gives permission to Uniswap, I'm pretty sure that Uniswap is going to go much higher, even to 120, 160, even $200. As I have marked here, the super trend indicator, that is a free indicator that you can find here. You only search for super trend, this one. You will find this indicator that is really helpful to find resistance and supports. If you use in Heikin-Ashi mode, that the candles are formed by average of open and closes, you will see that reduces a lot of noise, and Heikin-Ashi candles are very useful for short and long-term trades. Here I'm using the weekly chart, but if we go to the daily chart, we can see here that the super trend in Heikin-Ashi mode is very accurate. In the 3-day mode, we can see the same. It gets very accurate long-term bullish trends and long-term downtrends. Moving on to my next top DeFi project, we have AAVE. That's the leader in decentralized lending and borrowing. This is the DeFi blue chip, so you can't ignore this project. Quick fact, market cap of 4 billion, FDV 4 billion, TVL 22 billion. So the market cap TVL here is 0.18. Remember that Uniswap we had 2. This one is even lower, so it's a very good market cap TVL ratio because we have a higher TVL than the market cap. So when the market cap is that low compared to the TVL, this gap between $4 billion and $22 billion tends to close. So looking for AAVE chart, we have pretty much the same situation here, where we broke out from a resistance area that we were hitting and going down. Then we see that the super trend on the weekly chart is green and is respecting a lot. So here we have even more clear that the super trend is very accurate when you enter in a downturn trend. And here, when it turned green, you see that AAVE, it maybe doesn't stop until the 0618 at $400. But that's not my main target. My main target is $1,000 at least. This is a psychological target where a bunch of profits will be taken, as $1,000 is a round number and people tend to take profits on these areas. If AAVE has a lot of strong, I believe that AAVE could reach $2,000, but if you are positioned in AAVE, I would recommend you to take profits around this area as well. You can always keep your bag. Remember, guys, this video is not a financial advice. Always do your own research. So, why AAVE is one of my top DeFi projects? The use case is lending, borrowing, and staking. That is a much known sector for every institutional on Wall Street and other financial markets around the world. Besides of that, AAVE is always innovating and they are always expanding to another blockchains. My third on the list is Aerodrome. Aerodrome is the liquidity hub of Base Chain, that is a layer 2 on Ethereum. And Base Chain is backed by Coinbase. So you imagine the kind of inflow that we could have here on this project. Aerodrome's model rewards early adopters massively with their locked program, where you lock your tokens in exchange of revenue fees from the platform that are getting very high now in the bull market. Revenue sharing narrative is going to explode in 2025. And in my opinion, Aerodrome is the best proxy for Base, as Base doesn't have any token so far. Aerodrome is the best proxy for Base, in my opinion. Aerodrome has a market cap of $1.5 billion and an FTV of $3 billion. Aerodrome, no doubt, is a 10 billion market cap potential. Based on that, I can see that my main target for Aerodrome is around $7 and $8, possible higher. I have an alert here as well at 482. Same explanation as before on AAVE, that I think $5 is a psychological target here for Aerodrome, and here I will be taking a bit of profits, but I will still have a bag of Aerodrome. As we can see here, the weekly super trend is just turning green, and I think this trend is going much higher, bullish RSI as well, and I expect Aerodrome around $7 and $8 in 2025. Next, we have GMX, a perpetual decentralized exchange that is a cash flow machine. If you want real yield, GMX delivers. GMX has a lower market cap comparing with the other projects that we talked about it. However, I see GMX with a lot of potential since it was launched on the last bear market, and it didn't have much room to grow since we entered in the bear market, and any project on bear market pretty much went down. But now GMX, after a long consolidation, if we push here a trend line from the all-time high to now, we can see that GMX is breaking this downtrend trend line. This is probably a parallel channel where we push the same trend line. We can see that we have a channel here. And now GMX is breaking this channel, probably first to get the last all-time high. So if we take a Fibonacci level from the last all-time high to the bottom, GMX just found a resistance on the $46 area, but its main target is on the 0618 level on 64. But if we enter in a heavy bull market where retail is going to leverage a lot using decentralized perp exchanges like GMX, I can see that they will have a lot of liquidations on this retail, and GMX will benefit from this because they earn this money, and probably the revenue from this project is going to explode and the price will follow, and maybe they will achieve around $200 and $300. But for sure, on the 1618 level, I will be taking profits, but keeping a bag just to see if we go higher. If not, use this area here in $93 as your stop loss. Then we have Stargate Finance. In my opinion, Stargate Finance is the best cross-chain solution for seamless liquidity transfers. Its market cap is $89 million, so it's a small cap. For me, anything below 100 million market cap is riskier. However, Stargate is the best bridge, is the most reliable bridge. It has a lot of liquidity, and bridges are going to be very useful on the continuation of the bull market. Users are going to transfer its assets between blockchains, and Stargate Finance is partnered with Layer Zero. That Layer Zero tech allows cross-chain bridges with low fees and very safe transactions. So besides cross-chain swaps, Stargate Finance also allows users to make liquidity pools. And in a multi-chain world, Stargate is essential for DeFi interoperability. In the chart spectrum, we can see that Stargate just made its bottom. I don't think Stargate is going lower than 24 cents, even if we see this scam wick here. That was probably some kind of liquidity issue in the platform. It's very weird actually, but imagine if you have a limit order here on 5 cents. You would be doing right now 700% just to have a limit order here. That's why sometimes for low caps it's good to have in less liquidity exchanges some kind of limit orders like very very low prices. Maybe you can get it. And if you get it, you are going to make huge profits in a matter of minutes or seconds even. So my main targets for 2025 is $1. That's the 0.618 Fib level. So I would be taking some profits here if you bought here in the bottom. That's a 3x already. However, I would keep a bag for this $3 psychological area here that has much potential here, seeing that Stargate has a very low market cap and its utility is going to be huge in the bull season. So these are my top 5 DeFi picks for right now. Uniswap, AAVE, Aerodrome, GMX, and Stargate. Each has massive potential to 2x, 3x, or more in the cycle. However, if you want to go deeper into DeFi strategies, my DeFi ebook for beginners covers everything from staking to yield farming, airdrops, and security tips. Grab it now, the link is in the first pinned comment below. I really hope I gave you some knowledge today, so please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification for the best DeFi opportunities. Until next time, guys, stay smart, stay invested, and keep hunting those yields.